Hello, this is Dr. Schrader, and if you don't know me, I have a PhD. I teach transportation at a Tier 1 research university, and I've been teaching for a while, and when I'm not teaching, I work as a traffic consultant designing signals and doing traffic studies, issues like that. So I've been doing this now for 30 some odd years. So let me backtrack a bit and say that we think traffic is pretty simple, but it's really complex. And this becomes an issue. That it is a lot more complex than what we think it is. I know as an undergraduate, I had worked 3 summers for a DOT. I thought I was an expert at it, and I went and got my master's degree and found out that I was wrong, that there was a lot to learn. There's so much information. One thing people don't understand about traffic and transportation is it's all numbers driven. We don't do things on a whim. It's not personal preference. And why? Because if we make a mistake, people die. And that's a very heavy thing to think about. If we make a mistake, someone will die. So we use the numbers. We use the science. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about parking issues. And the reason why I bring this up is our local community here is planning on switching parallel parking spaces to angle parking. Why? They hired some consultant who said, gee willikers, this is a great idea. You can go to angle parking, you're going to get more parking spaces, and people are going to slow down. But there's some things they don't tell you about the difference between parallel and angle parking. So let me walk you through first from the driver's perspective between the two. So here, and I'm standing in a parking lot where it's safe. So here I've got a car that's at an angle. And you go, okay, that's pretty cool. It's easy to pull in. And that's true. It is. I can pull in quickly. Parallel parking. So I got another one. This one's parallel parked. Parallel parking is a tricky maneuver. And people get impatient with you when you're backing into the space. It can be very stressful trying to parallel park. And it's a skill we learn over time. And there's going to be no argument about that. What we have to look at, though, is leaving. So when I'm parked at an angle, the driver here has got to look backwards. So you're backing into traffic. And that's very dangerous to be backing into traffic because you're impeding that traffic flow now. So you got a car coming up and you're backing into them. So they have to pay attention to you. They have to understand that you're backing up. And they have to stop, and so you're impeding traffic flow, and then it takes a while for that flow to recover. So traffic is stacking up, waiting for you to get out, and it takes a while to recover. We're here, when I'm parked parallel, I can pretty much just pull forward, and I'm in at operating speed. So it's a lot safer, because I'm not having to do that backing maneuver to pull out. So you have to do the backing maneuver to get in, but not to get out. And that becomes a key element right there. A second, more important thing that we don't think about is pedestrians and passengers. So here's my parallel parked car. Now, when I open the door, and let's say it's my child that I'm letting out, or my elderly mother, I'm letting somebody out of the car. They're going to get out, and they're going to be on the grass, or on the curb, or on the sidewalk. Now, they can't walk forward, obviously, because there's a door in the way. But that's okay. They can stand on the back part of the vehicle. We can close the door. And they're safe. They're not in traffic. Now, walking over to the angle parked car, and you're probably getting an idea of where I'm going with this. So here, same kind of thing. I open the door, let my child out. Child has to go to the back. When I'm angled parking, the back, instead of being safe, because I'm on the grass, look here, I'm on pavement. So I go to the back And now all of a sudden my passenger is in harm's way because they can't go forward to a safe zone. They have to walk into traffic. That is extraordinarily dangerous. So here's a second issue that we don't think about. So we've got bigger profile vehicles now, right? So I'm walking between two parked cars right now, between these two parked cars. Surprise! If there's a car pulling down this aisle, this car is not going to be able to see me. And I'm going to get struck. And when a pedestrian gets struck by a vehicle, it is never a good result. There's a lot of fatalities when we have this happen. So the reason why we use parallel parking is there were some studies done many decades ago, and I knew about these studies when I was a master's student, and that was in the late 80s, where they actually showed that when we changed from angle parking to parallel parking, we reduced vehicle crashes, we reduced injuries, and we reduced deaths. Not just of drivers, but of also the pedestrians. So a lot of jurisdictions do not use angle parking for those specific reasons because it's less safe. So we put angle parking in there and suddenly the engineer can be sued. So you get killed walking between the cars, or you get killed as you back up, and your estate can sue the engineer and go, you did something that was inherently dangerous, so we're going to sue you. They can sue the municipality depending on which state you're in. So there's a lot of legal liability issues to doing this, which is why we don't do it. We discourage this. So that's just a little thing about parking that a lot of people aren't aware. So if you see a study and someone saying, oh, take out parallel parking and put angle parking in there, run. Run away from it. Get another opinion, because all of the data and the science say the exact opposite. I appreciate you listening to me for the past 8 minutes and hope that you picked up a little bit of good information on this. And to students, remember this in the future when you're doing your designs. And this is on public streets. There's a reason why in parking lots we like to go one-way aisles, and it's because of these inherent dangers. Thank you, and have a great day.